I'm Grace Marley, Queen of Flat Rock. I know what it takes to run this school. Do the boys have what it takes to be king? Now to Nina at the town hall.
Thanks, Grace. Now it's time for the infamous town hall, in which we ask all of the King's Court candidates the pressing questions that'll let you know just who to vote for. Now, Henry, I know you have a fledgling rap career. Your fans within the building are wondering, if you were voted king, how would you handle your rap career and your duties as king?
Well, a lot of times in life, God's gonna throw some challenges at you, you know what I'm saying? And in order to overcome those challenges, you gotta really, you gotta throw yourself in other people's shoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I'm going with this, but you really just gotta throw yourself in other people's shoes. If I feel like as being king, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna lead this school, I gotta know what my people feel. You know what I'm saying? Like what they're like, and that's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Rap career, king, that's what it is.
Now, this is a question of the utmost importance. Which High School Musical film is your favorite?
That's a tough one. I'd have to go with 3.
3?
What was it about, like senior year or something?
It was.
Yeah, and I didn't watch all of them, but I watched that one because I was like, senior year is gonna be something special. It definitely was, but not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? But Corbin Bleu, I love Corbin Bleu. You wanna know why? Because that's my cousin. Push it to the limit. Yeah, Corbin Bleu.
Really?
Yeah, Corbin Bleu is my cousin.
Okay.
Because I'm adopted.
Cousin. And for our final question, Henry, if there is a song that could describe your entire life, what would it be?
My entire life?
Yeah.
It would probably have to be Hello by Odell. Yeah, great song. I feel like it represents me perfectly.
Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times.
So we had Henry Hamilton on the show earlier, and he declared that High School Musical 3 was the best of the 3 High School Musical movies. Do you agree with this, or do you disagree, and why?
I heavily disagree because High School Musical 2 is the best, and I only need one thing to say for that, and it is Gotta Go My Own Way is the greatest song in music history.
I gotta go my own way. What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about trust? I never wanted to hurt you. What about me?
So, as you may know, Olivia Rodrigo recently released a song called Driver's License about Joshua Bassett and Sabrina Carpenter. What's your opinion on this love triangle?
I think it's cool that a lot of people on the internet are bullying Joshua Bassett. I thought the song was good at first. It kind of grew on me a bit though, and I feel bad for Sabrina Carpenter because she's like an awkward third person in this love triangle, and I just feel bad for her.
So recently, some old musicals of yours have come to light. What is your response to ones like this?
And I don't wanna get with you, so tell my friends that I'll be over here. Oh, here. Oh, here. Oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh, here.
I think I'm pretty influential. I think Charli D'Amelio can probably take some notes from me. This was musically before I posted this video, and this was musically after. And I think I'm a big step up from a lot of other creators.
You're an influencer.
Like Chief Keef.
Okay, and for our final question, Grady, Tame Impala or the 1975?
I'm gonna go Tame Impala. I like that his music it's long, but it's a lot of instrumentals. I want to say vibey, but it's such a bad word. I disagree with using it.
So, John. Is this John? So, John, we're aware that you work at Jet's Pizza. However, surveys show that Hungry Howie's is the most popular at Flat Rock. How can we expect you to leave the school when you're working for the enemy?
As a Jets employee, where I work at Jets, as a worker at Jets, I think Jets is the best pizza place around.
So, John, given your unknown whereabouts at the time and your tendency to disappear, do you have any involvement in Princess Diana's death? Telling. So, Zach, my first question for you is, from the Twilight franchise, are you Team Jacob or Team Edward?
I think I gotta go with Team Jacob. He's a beautiful man.
So, Zach, as you know, agility ball is a very popular sport at Flat Rock, and we're aware that you're very skilled at it. How many wins do you have under your belt so far?
You know, thanks to having a great teammate like Grady Frankhouse, we've remained unbeaten, and we will challenge anybody in the school.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Okay, so Ollie, my first question for you. Moss or Maz?
I'm gonna have to go Team Mavs. Moss, that Daryl, he's just a bum. That's all I gotta say.
We just got word that when Ali was asked to choose between you and Mr. Mazarin, he chose Mr. Mazarin. How do you feel about this betrayal?
Well, Ali absolutely made a huge mistake, and he'll serve some repercussions for that. I definitely won't be going to Tim Hortons. I'll be definitely going to Tasty Boy Donuts, and I'll be tracking Ali down. I guarantee you that.
So, Zach Simmons, who we've just interviewed, has claimed that he went undefeated in agility ball matches for all 3 years of middle school. How do you respond to this?
That's false right there. He lied to you guys. He's trying to act cool. Zach was trash at agility ball. I would always get him out, like every time.
Really?
Yeah, like they had to change the rule because I was so good at agility ball. It was no, Zach. Don't listen to Zach. Zach's bad at agility ball. I was always. Don't listen to that.
How will your work at Tim Hortons help you to execute the duties of king if you're elected?
Actually, that's not going to matter because my last day is Wednesday at Tim Hortons.
And Ali, my last question for you concerns some recent reports that have surfaced concerning your identity theft in Washington, D.C. during the 8th grade trip. It's been said that you refused to give your real name to any tour guide that asked. Can I ask why?
Let me give you a little backstory before you come at me like that.
Okay.
So, we were sitting outside 8th grade, one of the national museums we went and visited. I went and smacked Matt Tyler with a branch, just messing around.
Flat Rock Community High School does not condone violence or bullying of any kind.
Not knowing, didn't see anyone around, just me, Matt, and a couple other kids. And out of nowhere, this tour guide comes up. I didn't even know it was our tour guide. It was our first day there. He's like, "Hey, what's your name?" I was like, Jason. And ever since then, he's like, "Hey, Jason, help me." He ended up being our tour guide, like for our trip. Out of everyone, it had to be him. And he's like, "Hey, Jason." I was like his main guy. He's like, "Hey, Jason, like help me out with this, help me out with this." Man, it was interesting.
Jason Tayeb has a nice ring to it.
Yep.
Well, folks, that's all. We've learned so much today, from agility ball feuds to Twilight opinions, even cases of criminal activity. But now you have all the information you need to make the right choice when you vote. Now I'll hand it off to Ryan for our next guest.
Thank you. All right, welcome to Late Night with Ryan Konarska. Out tonight for our special guest, computer extraordinaire and Quiz Bowl champion, give it up for Logan Manley. Come on. Say hey, guys. Have a seat. Logan, it's great to have you on the show tonight. Want to have you for a long time. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you been?
I've been great. All right, so our first question tonight, the audience wants to know, do you like pineapple on pizza?
Well, I've never had pineapple on pizza, but I feel like it's something that would be pretty gross. So I wouldn't try it.
It is pretty gross. You're right about that. Well, that was a good answer, Logan, because of course pineapple is disgusting on pizza, but some of your other food takes are a little more troubling. Logan, it's just plain to say here, you have an irrational hate of pickles, and as a pickle lover myself, I can't believe that you would hate such a good food so much. Can you explain why you could possibly hate pickles?
I intensely hate pickles. Well, I really think it's just the smell of the pickle. It just does something with me that I can't handle. It makes me gag, makes me want to throw up. I can't handle the pickle.
I just can't believe, Logan, that you would have such an intense hatred of such a good food, but I guess we'll agree to disagree on that one. I mean, Logan, I just gotta ask you, do you regret coming on this show?
I mean, I have to say yes. I thought I was going to be interviewed by Nina.
Well, I'm sorry this experience wasn't that enjoyable for you, Logan, but I do thank you for coming on the show because the viewers want to see their senior representative. All right, well, thank you so much, Logan, for coming on tonight, and join us next week for Joel Stapleton as he reveals what's in that back room. Thank you, and have a good night.
So, John, as a Jets pizza, we know in which we watch
Grady Frankhouse, my dynamic duo of a teammate. Just like cut that. We never lost. We're unbeaten, and we'll.
I think Jets is the best pizza. Why am I saying pleats?
On this school, my mask is falling. I don't know if the boys have.
Yeah, today we're longer. Yeah, like
Contour perfectly, the jawline and like the hair, dude. Like, dude, he looks like my good friend Zach.
I went to smack him with a branch, and not knowing that